House in the morning, 194, the number one hit music station. Stupid stories on the horizon. 7 o'clock hour, ghost story day on the Playhouse. This, though, is the Love Doctors.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you. No pill's gonna cure my ill. I got a bad case of loving you.
Now, these are those kind of Dear Abby-esque letters. You can submit them online on the Be on the Playhouse page at y94.com. It's on one of the little scrolly rotator things. Go to the website if you have one you'd like us to cover. Here on the show, Love Doctors, you are the Love Gurus. My boyfriend recently proposed. Here's my problem. He's going to be Batman for Halloween and really excited about it. And he proposed while trying on and messing around in his costume around the house. And I was giggling about how cute and funny he was, and he decided that was a good time to propose to me. He went into the bedroom, got the ring, took it out of his utility belt, and proposed to me while dressed as Batman. It really bothers me that, if I'm being honest about our proposal story, that he was Batman at the time. Should I ask him to re-propose in real clothes, or am I being silly?
I think you're being silly. I think he took your compliments, you saying how he looks cute, and he was feeling good. I bet you the superhero costume gave him the confidence. He was feeling like a hero, and he thought, this is the moment. He just felt it in him, and clearly he wants to be with you either way. So
True.
The fact he proposed, don't worry about it. It's around Halloween, and I think that's a cute story. Maybe right now you don't think it is, but hopefully give it some time. You'll be able to look back and say, I remember it was Halloween. He was wearing a Batman costume, got down on one knee.
You know, it's actually, I was going to agree with you. I think the concept of re-proposing when you've already accepted it is silly. I mean, that'll never be your real proposal. He's already proposed. You've said yes. He was dressed as Batman. As long as he didn't try to talk in the Batman voice, I think you're okay.
Will you marry me?
I have vengeance. I have the night. Will you marry me?
I think you just have to look at the proposal differently. And it was him being sweet. And then you can always think of him as your superhero.
Exactly. Love Doctors, you have the Love Gurus. I just started an affair with a guy who is married. I know he's married. He hasn't tried to hide it, and I'm doing it anyway, but please don't judge me. I actually used to be married to this guy, and we have 2 children together. We divorced because he had an affair when I was 29. He moved out, and I took the kids. Now I'm 34. He's 35. He remarried a couple of years ago, but not to the woman he had the affair with, somebody else. We saw each other once in a while, and a few weeks ago we had lunch to talk about some things about the kids, and we reconnected. Now we're seeing each other 2-3 times a week, usually at my house while the kids are in school. Cheating on his new wife, and while that does bother me, it bothers me that he cheated on me too. But he's the father of my kids, and I feel like he was mine first, and I think he loves me. What do I do from here? What's my next move?
You talk to him about that. You've been in this situation his current wife is in. You're now the other woman. Think back to when you found out he was cheating on you. How are you feeling? Put yourself in her shoes now. You know exactly how she felt. Do you want to put someone else through that? That's not fair. Yes, you were married before, but you are not married anymore. So if you would like to have a relationship, then maybe talk to him about that.
I think you got to say, do you want that? Do you want him? And I think you got to say, like, you're going to have to leave her if you want this, because I can't, you did this to me, it hurt, I don't want to do that to another person. You kind of already have, frankly. Yeah. You've crossed that bridge, but I don't think that means you keep doing the same offense over and over again. I think you just ask the guy, like, do you want to get back with me or no?
And that's the thing, too. Does he want to get back to you, or is this just like, does he get like the thrill of sneaking around and doing that too? Because he already did it on you. So clearly cheating is not an issue with him. And can you get back with him, and will you be able to trust him?
And finally today, Love Doctors, you're the Love Gurus. I recently discovered that my wife writes some pretty steamy little short stories on her laptop, and she's never told me this is a hobby of hers before. Well, I stumbled across them, and I've read quite a few of them, and it's shocking to read what she writes. It's pretty graphic, and I never knew she could even think this way. Do I ask about this? Do I tell her I've read them? Do I tell them I've seen them? Do I ask what this is? Would it be wrong to assume some of these things are her fantasies and try reenacting some of these stories without telling her that I have seen them?
I don't think they're her fantasies, because I think if they were, don't you think she would have maybe acted on them?
That would make logical sense, I suppose.
But maybe at the same time, maybe she's a little shy and she's better at getting her words out on paper. But I still think you should just bring it up to her and say, hey, I came across this on your laptop. I didn't know you could do this. You're very You're a good writer.
You're very talented.
You should
Get a little
turn
hot
this
here.
in somewhere. 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. I mean, Harlequin, is that who does the
Yeah.
naughty little things? I think it would probably make sense to say, listen, find these Word docs or whatever on your laptop. I read a few, and then, like you said, just compliment them, and she's probably going to be a little embarrassed.
I do like the idea of you saying, I'm not trying to embarrass you by bringing this up, because I think maybe she might be, and that's why she hasn't told you about it. But if you say, yeah, you found them and that they're good, and then just, I'm sure from there she'll open up and she can be like, well, this is a hobby of mine, or this is actually something I'm interested in, and this is how I get it out there.
It does open the door for, if that's something you wanted to talk about. Like, did you want to do some of that stuff? I mean, and it would be creepy to reenact them without having a conversation.
That's what I think, because then I think it would mess with her mind, and
I know.
she'll think she's like manifesting these things.
Stefano?
Yeah.
Whatever weird
Because like
name.
if she writes this story and then a couple of nights later it happens, and she like just starts piecing it together, like, this is about what I just wrote. What is going on?
My laptop is magic.
Doctor, give me the news. I got a